good morning or afternoon. Thanks for joining me. I am Joanna, if you haven't taken my classes before, and today's workout is strength and conditioning. For today's workout, I have a couple of options of equipment that you can use. And I just want to show you that there's a good variety of things that you can use that you might already have in the house. If you don't have any equipment, that's okay. And we also will have options if you don't have any equipment for non-equipment options. I'm going to go over them with the class, so stay tuned if you can't see them already. I have a filled backpack, a kettlebell, a dumbbell, a case of water, a paint can, or a jug, a heavy jug of something. So you can use any one of those objects for today's workout. Maybe you pick one or two. Choice is yours. That's something I would want something that I could drag and want something that I can swing, if that gives you an idea of what today's workout's about. And then we're gonna get started. We have a question of the day. So we're just gonna give one more minute for those of them or people who are coming on live so we could ask the question. But if you are on replay, please participate. I would love for you to participate in the question of the day. Let's get some talking, some banter going, see what everyone has going on. Good morning, Adam. It looks like Adam's on with us. Woohoo! Hello, welcome. I can't really read. Happy Friday. We made it. Yes, it's been a long week, hasn't it? Or is it just me? It is Friday here for us who are on live, and it is a long week. Adam, question of the day. I need to know what your favorite vegetable is. This is so important. I need to know favorite vegetable. Anyone else who's on, maybe on the replay, what's your favorite vegetable? And we might have a veggie off here. And then, oh, good morning, Tracy. Awesome. Favorite vegetable, that's the question of the day today. Anyone have a favorite vegetable? I hope you guys like vegetables, to have a favorite vegetable. And we are counting tomatoes as vegetables. What's the one that's like, people get confused as a vegetable or a fruit? It's tomato, right? People think tomatoes are a fruit. I don't know if that's anyone's favorite or not. I'm gonna share my favorite vegetable as you guys comment in. Tracy says asparagus. All right, I do like asparagus too. Mine is Brussels sprouts. I don't know why, I just love them. And I love all the different ways that you can make them. Favorite way to make them though is roasted. Just super easy, little oil, little salt, and that's roasted and that's amazing. But I've had them at restaurants and they do like this miso dressing or something and they put like pomegranates in it and it is out of this world. I love it. Adam's favorite vegetable, what do we got? Spinach. I like spinach too. Ooh, favorite vegetable, I like that. Trying to grab brownie points. Now you gotta share at the end or even now. I put in everything. Yes, spinach is great. It goes with everything. You gotta tell me what your favorite way, how you cook them, how you eat them. You gotta share that as well. And then we're gonna get started in just a quick minute with our warm up. Tracy, it says you're watching again, but we already saw you on. Okay, cool. All right, so equipment that you might need for today's workout. If you guys are still typing, that's okay. But I just want to give you an idea of what you can use, and there's a good variety. Today you can use a weighted backpack. You could use a kettlebell. You could use dumbbell. You could use a case of water. You could use a can of paint. You can use a jug of water or laundry detergent. This is vinegar. So you can, anything that you can, one, swing, or two, so you might want two different objects, something you can drag. Those are the two options for today. And that gives you a little hint into what we're going to be doing. So I'm just going to move these to the side real quick as we warm up for today's workout. And then hopefully at that time you guys have your equipment at standby. And we are going to practice and figure out which equipment you're going to use for today. All right, so stay with me. Here we go. What do we got? A lot of questions and things coming through. I love Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. Ooh, I don't have an air fryer yet. Something I have to think about doing. Wrapped with cheese, prosciutto, and roasted. Haven't tried that one either. Okay. Guys, give me some good ideas. Stand up, get ready, we're warming up. Jumping jacks to start. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and jumping jacks. Open up those shoulders. Really want to get our body warmed up. It includes our muscles and our joints. Stay with me. We're getting warm. And rest. Feet come together under our hips. We are going to keep our legs locked out. Walk out to a high plank with our hands. Hands to the ground. Walk out, high plank. Hold. Down dog. Walk back in. And stand. We're stretching those hamstrings, working on our arms and shoulders. Walk out again, going for 5. Walk back in. 2. High plank, nice strong. 3. 4. Last one. And 5. Awesome. Now we're going to get down on the ground into either holding a high plank or our bear crawl position. Hands under the shoulder or tabletop position. Knees under the hips. Tuck our toes under. We're going to hold. Or sorry, we're not even going to pick up our legs. Just stripping. We're going to stay here. We're bringing our shoulder blades back onto, pinching them together on our back, and then spreading them apart as far as we can. We're working on our shoulder blades here. Pinch them together, pull them apart. For 3, keep going. 4, we're going to do 10 total. Pinch, pull, 5. Pinch, pull, 6. Pinch them on the back, nice and low. Now always try and keep those shoulder blades away from the ears. All right, once you're done with that, start back from the beginning. Jumping jacks. Ready and go. And rest. Walking out to a high plank, just 3 of these. High plank. Walk back in. 1. Going for 3. 2. And 1. All right. And our last part, bulletproof shoulders, just 10 of these, warming up our shoulder blades for today. Again, you can be in a high plank if you'd like. Shoulder blades together, pull away for 1. 3, 4, and 5. All right. Getting into the workout, I want you to find which equipment you'd like to use for today. And there's a variety of different options that you can use. So I'm going to use, just to start, with some odd objects. I'm going to pick my paint can to demo, and then I want you to pick what you would want to do for swings first. Kettlebell swings is what we traditionally do them. If we don't have a kettlebell, we can still do this movement. So if you have something like paint cans, make sure that is on tight. We don't want that flying anywhere. Grabbing with 2 hands if we can, if it's an object, say like this that we can't get our 2 hands on, which we should be able to, but if we can't, single arm and then splitting it up halfway, we can do. So if you've been to my other classes, or if you were in my class last week or last time, we talked about closing the car door. Say we have all these groceries in our hand and the car door's open. How do we close the garage door? We send those hips back nice and hard, right? We're gonna do the same thing with our swings. We're gonna try and close the car door behind us, and we're gonna stay in this position, and we're gonna keep going back to that position with an object. So it is hips back hard, stand up hard, okay? Hips back hard, stand up hard. All through, standing through our heels. The object is just along for the ride. So we just keep our hands close as our hips go back, so is this object. It hits back behind us. Hips go back, stand up. Hips go back, stand up. All right? You can use any object you'd like to do that. Whether it be, I just kind of demoed with that one, even if your water cans here, or water jugs. Anything you can use today. I'm going to be using even your backpack. As long as it is in a way that it's not going to drag on the ground, you can even use a backpack. Or a bag of any sort. I'll use for today my kettlebell. All right. If you don't have an object to use any weight for our kettlebell swings or a dumbbell, whatever, any swings. You can even use a dumbbell. Double hold it at the top of and swinging it this way. Same way you would do any of the other things. You could still use a dumbbell. If you have no weight, I want you to be doing glute bridges. Again, it's that same movement. Our hips go back, and then we're bringing them strong at a straight line. Right? All the way down, all the way up, nice and strong. Driving through those heels still. Now, if you've been doing glute bridge holds, you've been doing glute bridges, that's easy for you. You can, if you have any objects, say the backpack or maybe dumbbells, hold them on your hips. Hold that weight on your hips, and you're going to be doing weighted glute bridges for an extra challenge today, just to kind of keep up with the weight that people are swinging. All right, so I hope you're doing with me as I go along. Some of those swings, I want you to give me 5 swings right now, or 5 weighted glute bridges. Right now, do it. And then we're going to move on and learn about the next movement. All right. Once you've done 5, we're going back down to the ground. We were warming up our shoulders for a reason today. Part of that was for the swings. The other part is for, I mentioned, drags. If you've done these before, you know these are a challenge. So, whether you have a dumbbell, kettlebell, backpack, whatever object you have, we are dragging these under our body. So we're going to start in a strong high plank, right? Our feet are going to be shoulder or slightly wider, and we're holding nice and strong in this high plank. I'm going to go slightly wider, and I want you just to go into that high plank position. I want you to give me 4 shoulder taps, right? My feet are nice and wide. I want us to give 4 shoulder taps. Try and keep those hips square to the ground. Test it out. If you notice your hips rise one way or another, bring those feet in to a bear position. So we're just kind of still hovering our knees, but we're bringing them in instead of extending them out to a high plank. So bring them in so we're a little bit stronger, a little bit more compact. Try 4 shoulder taps, just like that. And for today's workout, you have 2 options. You can either do just drags, left and right, and how we do these is we take opposite hand to the object, drag it on the outside of the body. Replace the hand down, grab the object with the outside hand, and drag it closest to that same side, right? If you don't have an object to drag, you are just simply doing either shoulder taps with a push-up, all right? You're doing shoulder tap 1, 2, push-up. Shoulder tap 1, 2, push-up, all right? If you have an object to drag, you are dragging it left, dragging it right, and we're gonna add a push-up as well. So we're all doing push-ups, a part of this. If you need to, so this is why it's a good idea to drag the object outside of our body, so you can go all the way down to the ground as low as possible. We've been doing and working our push-ups, so get nice and low. I want you to give me at least try 1 or 2 of each variation, dragging an object or shoulder taps and push-ups. 1 or 2, I want you to try both, especially if you have both options. Right now, let's go, let's do it. 2 reps of each. And then we're gonna sneak in one last movement today. Why not, right? Then we're gonna flip over. Awesome job, guys. We're gonna flip over. Gonna have this object, whatever it is, at and in between my feet, holding either behind me or in front of me. I like to hold in front. My legs are gonna be long and together. I'm going to do taps on either side of the kettlebell or object that you're using to drag. If it's a wide object, maybe you take your water bottle, maybe you take a pen, it doesn't matter. Get it up and over, okay? Give me 3 of those, and then we're gonna get started, and I'll tell you the reps as right before we're about to get started. Get me some water. All right, 3 movements today. We are doing on the minute. Minute 1, we're gonna be doing 12 swings. And then I want you to rest the rest of the minute. Minute 2, we're going to be doing as many push-up drags as you can, or tap and drags, or tap and push-ups as you can. As many. I want you to rest at least 15 seconds before the next round though. So you're gonna basically be doing as many as you can in 45 seconds. And then for the love taps, our little legs over object, you know, leg lifts over the object, we are going to be doing at least 10. If you want to push it over, you can, but just doing 10, all right? Starting with our swings in 10 seconds. Let's get this party started, right? 3, 2, 1, and go. 12 swings. Remember, we're closing that door, that car, hard, and standing up nice and hard. Keeping that core tight. And then we're just resting the rest of the minute. We have 30 seconds left. Lots of rest here. So you can do it. Getting prepared for our next movement, the push-up drag. So we drag both sides before we do a push-up. Or 10 seconds, or you're doing the shoulder tap, drag, or push up. Ready? In 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. As many as you can. But be smart. It might be easy to go out really hard this first round, to go really fast, to get as many as you can. And then the next round you do like a quarter of it. So pace yourself a little bit. Be mindful, especially if you've done these before, of how much these are, how difficult these can be. 15 seconds and rest. Wherever you are, just rest. We're gonna do the feet lifts over object. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Just 10. If you'd like to double it, you can double it for 10 each, left and right. But just 10. A little bit of rest here. Hopefully you guys are ready to keep moving. We have 30 seconds left. First rounds are always the easiest. It's when you get something heavy. It's sometimes when you, if you have no weight and you want to add more, go for it. You can always either do something heavier or add more reps. So do what feels comfortable for you. We have 10 seconds starting in next round with the kettlebell swings or the swings. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. 12 swings. Another idea or thing to think about, because our arms are long for the ride, when you send those hips back nice and hard, I'm leading with that object back. I never want to lead with it up. So I'm always leading and pressing that object hard as I send my hips back nice and hard. And then I stand up nice and hard, my arms float up to the top. All right, just a food for thought here. We have 10 seconds, drags and push-ups. Starting in 5, 2, 1, and go. Drag right, drag left, and then push up. Count how many push-ups you do in this workout. I'm gonna ask you at the end how many push-ups you did, not the taps and drags, though I wanna know if you added those or not. We're just gonna count by push-ups. Oops. 15 seconds, stop where you are. Leg lifts over an object in 5, only 10 reps, you can go for 20, and go all the way up. And relax when you're done. Just getting that core work here, nice and long with the legs. And that was round 2. All right, we can do this. Only a few more. Hopefully you're prepared to go a little bit longer than our workout today. We had some fun with that question of the day. We have 20 seconds. Remember, use that object to help you slam that car door shut. Maybe you're taking the object and you're thinking about slamming it shut between your legs, and then let it float up with your hips to stand up. 3, 2, 1, 12. Once you've done 12, you're just resting. It's that easy, right? It's all about that strength, rest, condition, rest. Doing a little bit of both here. Getting ready for the weekend. Nothing crazy, we've all been stressed. All right, we have 15 seconds. Gonna go on an angle here. 5. And go. Drag, drag, push up. Stay with it. As many as you can. We have 20 seconds left. Stop where you are. Doing our feet over object. Leg lifts. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs nice and long. Whew. Nice and quick and we're done, right? We're gonna go for one more round. If you can stay with us, please do. We're gonna do 4 rounds total of each movement. If you want, you have time today, go for 5. But we're gonna at least do 4 here together. If you have to go, I understand. But if you can stay, that's great. All right, we have 20 seconds doing those kettlebell swings. 15. Feet are about shoulder width apart. We're almost in our squat stance, or even a little more narrow. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep that object high. We want the object above our knees. So if that object starts going low and that chest is upright, you're going to start feeling it in that back. Allow that chest to come down over the ground as you send your hips back. Allow those eyes to look down. That's okay. When you stand up hard, you're going to stand up straight and look up, right? The object, if this is hanging anywhere below our knees, we're also at chance hurting our lower back. So we don't want any of that. Push up and drags, 5 seconds. Woo. Or shoulder taps, whatever works for you. Again, feet are wide or in this bear crawl position. If you go back in that bear crawl, you just extend those legs out to do those push-ups or whatever push-up variation you need. Maybe you need to come to your knees for this movement. That's okay. Whatever you have to do to keep moving. So you're not seeing the top of my head. If you have to come to your knees, open up so you're in this plank position on your knees. You're leaning and kneeling forward. So you're still engaging that core before you go down and press up, right? Nice straight line from the knee to the head. Stop where you are. Oops, my bad, talk too long. Objects lifting over and go. Leg lifts over the object. 1. And once you're done, you're done. If you'd like to do this one more round on your own, you're welcome to. So 1 minute for each movement. You know we have 1 minute, that's our time cap. 12 reps for our swings, as many as you can for the push-ups and drags, and then our leg lifts over an object. All right, that's only gonna be 10 reps or 20 if you're feeling it today. That is it for today's workout. My name is Joanna. Question of the day is, what's your favorite vegetable? And this is strength and conditioning. So please comment below. Great job today, guys. I know some of these movements weren't easy, especially being paired together. So thanks for staying with it. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. See you next time.